Hi, I'm Dana Obleman. This video is for my free sleep course for babies 4 to 6 months right here on YouTube. If you feel like you could use more guidance, then check out Sleep Sense Plus. The link is in the description below.
Congratulations! You've made it to the very last coaching video. I hope that you've learned a lot in these last 14 days. I hope that your baby is sleeping wonderfully and that you are back in your own bed and also sleeping great. I want to give you a few things here before we finally say goodbye, and that is that this is a journey, right? Parenting is a journey, and it's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster ride from here on out. You might have several great months of awesome sleep, and then you're going to hit a little roadblock. Like I said, it can be developmental milestones. Those are the most common, but it could just be a testing of the waters. You know, when I was a teacher, I taught grade 1 for a few years, and I found that every few months I had to really go over rules again, almost like I had never done it in the first place. It was kind of like they forgot all those rules, and I'd have to, reestablish and reestablish and reestablish. And I've learned now, 16 years into this parenting thing, that that's just the nature of children, that they periodically test you, they push back here and there just to make sure, hey, just because it's a rule today does not necessarily mean it's a rule tomorrow. So children are just going to test you, and it's up to you to prove, hey, yep, I'm still in charge here. Rules are still rules. Nothing is new. We're going to proceed every little test of the boundaries. We're going to hang on tight to our consistency, and that will ensure that your good sleeper remains a good sleeper. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Any little pushback or protest out of the blue, don't let it throw you. Just know that this is a normal occurrence. Do your leave and check strategy to see that she's fine, and proceed with your expectations for her sleep. And I promise you, if you do that, you'll sail through all these little regressions with no problem at all. Now, one other thing I want you to consider is you. Okay, now that you're sleeping better and you've really mastered this whole thing and you feel more confident and capable as a parent, I want you to start thinking about, what do you need now? What relationships need a little repair in your life? Because when you've been spending months or even weeks being sleep deprived, it's absolutely showing up somewhere in your life. Maybe it's that you need to recommit to your own fitness or get yourself in for that doctor's appointment or haircut. Maybe it means you need to start planning some date nights with your husband, or having a babysitter come by to see if babysitter can put her down for her naps or her bedtime. Now's the time for you to really reflect and start giving back to yourself. I believe with all of my heart that I cannot be the best parent that I can be if I'm not giving to myself. Right? I have needs, and they need to be met and nurtured, because then I'll be happier. And when I'm happier, then I'm going to be a better parent to my child. So try thinking, maybe write a few down. What do I want to do or focus on or celebrate me again? Now, please utilize all of the perks of the program. If you have any questions, you can always go to the blog. I have over 700 blogs on my website about every subject you could possibly think of. In fact, I challenge you to find something that there isn't an answer to or suggestions about on that blog. There's tons. I do weekly videos on my Facebook page that answer all the more popular questions about everything from sleep to potty training. So please stay in touch with me and follow along. You can also utilize your email support or the Monday call-ins for answers. We also have over 200 Sleep Sense consultants and growing. So if you need a little more customized help, because books are books, right? Programs are programs, and your baby might not just be fitting into this mold as well as you would like. And that is why it's great to reach out for some professional, personal help and get some answers to these questions and see the progress. There's no point in doing all this hard work that you've been doing if you're not successful. So figure out what's going on. Again, the good news is there's almost always a reason for why you're not seeing the progress that you want. Thank you so much for putting your trust in me. You know what? It really means a lot to me, and I know it's not an easy thing to do, but I just want to congratulate you on taking this amazing step and giving your child such a beautiful gift. Sleep well.